On Florida's Space Coast, you can do anything. Walk on water or learn to fly. Touch the stars or even another world. Lose yourself, but find each other. Just don't forget to look up. We're the only beach in the world that doubles as a launch pad. Because this, you can only do here. Start your adventure online at visitspacecoast.com.
Today on 321 Liftoff, well, we've finally done it. Our podcast has absolutely gone to the dogs and the cats. And if I was a dog or cat, I'd be very happy to be right here. We're at a place where your dog or cat can take a staycation while you take a vacation, a cruise, or any other kind of getaway that you've got planned. Here you'll find private suites, VIP rooms, private rooms, TV in the room, and Playcare themed rooms with a doggy patio and even have dog surfing lessons too. And this place is not just about dogs. Cats also get their own special attention. Cats can have their own catio rooms. This place is completely themed, and your dog and or cat will absolutely love it here, and you will too, because you'll enjoy your vacation even more knowing your dog or cat is completely taken care of and they love being here. Where is this place? And who is the executive director and her staff that makes it all happen? You'll find out next, right here on 321 Liftoff.
3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Welcome to 321 Liftoff. I'm Wayne Belden, the president of Belden Communications, the publisher of the Space Coast Fun Guide and SpaceCoastFunGuide.com. We'll be bringing you 321 Liftoff each week, talking about tourism on Florida's fabulous Space Coast. With me is the host of 321 Liftoff, Bonnie King, former deputy director of the Space Coast Office of Tourism, as well as the past president of the Florida Film Commission. Bonnie, are we ready to blast off on 321 Liftoff?
Hey! Yes, we are. And you might say today that we are in doggy heaven because we are surrounded by precious dogs and adorable little kitty cats that are here at the Brevard Humane Society's Bed and Biscuit, a place for your fur baby to take a staycation while you're taking your vacation, whether it be a cruise or just going out of town, or just you want to get away, or you're cleaning up your house and you need your dog or cat to stay someplace. This is the place to be. And they will have all the luxuries of home. And our guest today is the executive director of the Brevard Humane Society, Theresa Clifton, and she's going to explain just how this beautiful pet care facility came about. And also Devin Angelito, and he is the Merritt Island facility manager right here, because that's where we are right now. You might hear the little adorable dogs in the background barking away. 321 Liftoff is brought to you in part, as always, by the Beachside Hotel and Suites in Cocoa Beach, offering a great overnight vacation, and for Longboards Restaurant and Tiki Bar, located in the Hilton in Cocoa Beach, offering a fabulous ambiance of food and drink and a great place to meet your friends. And of course, by the SpaceCoastFunGuide.com, where you will learn what there is to see and do in this fabulous area that we call Florida's Space Coast. And joining us today, as usual, is our own pampered pet, John Belden, Vice President of Belden Communications. How you doing today?
Happy Friday there, Miss Bonnie, a pampered pet. I like that.
Yes.
Before the show started, I actually went in the back and looked at some of the rooms the dogs are in, and they're living right is how I'll put it. That's for sure. The great thing is that this place is not just for dogs. Actually, cats also get their own special attention. They own catio rooms. I love the name of that, catio. It's clever, right? So this place is completely themed. The floor looks like grass, which is nice because it gives it it's not like if you've gone to a kennel where you drop off your dog and it's got kind of a cold feeling. This is a very warm feeling, a fun feeling. Yes, the ceiling looks like the sky with clouds overhead. They put a lot of detail, guys. So those you are listening, you definitely want to come check it out. And most creative, the air conditioning unit has been painted to look like a tree. So there's no detail that's been left out. It's fantastic. Along with us today is our producer, Phil Bird. How you doing there, Mr. Phil?
I brought my lawnmower because I thought that was great.
Yeah, right? Like, all right, I'm ready to get going.
This place is awesome. I love it here. I love animals, love dogs, love cats.
It's a good ambiance, right? Fun way to start the day. Also with us is the president of Belden Communications, my father, Wayne Belden. How you doing there, Pop?
I am so fantastic. I can't take it anymore. That's my usual Friday answer, as you know.
What a great way to start the day.
We're used to that.
Yeah, absolutely. We got it all down. You know, what a transformation.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fantastic what you've got here. I can't believe it.
we were here, almost
We were
a
here
year
last
ago,
year.
yeah?
Right, when Teresa had just started to renovate and build this extraordinary haven for pets. And as a pet parent, you know, you want the best for your dog or cat, and a place where you know your companion is being taken care of with love, attention, and lots of spoiling. And boy, do they get that here. And now it's open, it's beautiful, and we meet again. Theresa Clifton, welcome to our program.
Well, thank you for having me. Thanks for coming back and seeing it in its full glory.
I know, and you told us when we were there, you said, oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And we're going, wow, it sounds great. And look, everything that you said is done.
And
you did it.
I don't even need to say anything else. You guys, I should be paying you.
Right, you should be. We'll talk about that after the show. Yeah. So are you an artist? Because, I mean, the vision that you had, that's incredible. Like Bonnie said, everything you said.
Well, honestly, I do stick figures. I'm just smart enough to know that if you find the right people, that you can describe it and they can make it happen. And that's basically what I've done, right up to the person who is overseeing the business end. My fabulous manager, Devin, here, he had the background talent for it. So when you have the right setup and you have the right people in place, then it's a win-win. And of course, most everyone that knows me knows it's all about the animals for me.
That's right.
Yeah, it always has been.
So when you guys were here last, it was a
Work in progress.
A work in progress, yes, indeed. It started out as a hope and a dream, a thought that was planted in my brain from a very dear friend of mine named Bonnie King, who said, oh my God, you have 5,000 square feet. You're right on the tourist highway. You should have a place where pets can stay while their pet parents are traveling. And I went, well, maybe, maybe not, you know, and I went looking around and I realized that in Brevard County, there is not a pet hotel, a place that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that caters only to the pet's needs. So thank you, Bonnie. It was an idea that, I don't know, maybe we were drinking wine, I'm not sure. But
She's been known to do that a time or
Yeah,
two.
Bonnie's been known to suck is the better word.
It was over a very nice evening.
it was, and you just
And it was great,
inspired
yeah.
me very much.
I
So-
know, and look what you did. It's amazing.
And
Just amazing.
Well, when I told people about it for like 4 years. It became this joke, like, oh yeah, sure, she's gonna go and do this thing. But now it's like, come check it out.
Well, what's interesting, you know, Teresa, and hats off to you, because you say, this is my plan, this is what I want to do, but I've got to raise money, because, you know, you're not given money freely. You have to raise your money, and you went out and raised the money and got it done. And now I know that you're also going to go raise money to redo your place in Cocoa, because you have two facilities, one in Merritt Island and then the other one in Cocoa, and I know that you're going to raise money for that. And there is no doubt that you're going to do it.
Absolutely. The Humane Society celebrates 70 years this year of helping homeless animals in our community.
That's great.
We were created by the community, and we are supported by donations from the community. We receive no tax dollars or any other funding. So apparently the community likes what we're doing, because 70 years later, we're still here and we're growing. And it makes me so happy to see the community embrace the plight of the homeless animals and the people that bring their pets here to stay while they're on vacation. The quality of the animal is just so endearing to me, because they care about them. They want to check us out to make sure we're good enough for their pet to stay here.
Absolutely, and
I
that
love it.
happens all the time. If people are going to go on a vacation or whatever, they're going to say, I know, but I don't want to leave it just in a
It's your
in
kid.
a kennel or
It's your
whatever, in a
kid.
cage. Exactly.
Your pet is your
so
child.
they come in, they check it out, and let me tell you, I mean, I walk in here and I look and see the rooms. I see their beds.
I know.
I see there's even in your in one where they have their own doggy door that goes out to their own little patio, so they can sun themselves. TVs. And as a parent, you can just plug in right in. They can watch their pet through the TV. Is that correct?
No, we have cameras.
Oh, the cameras that do that, but the TV is there, so in case they, want to watch their favorite
You can't hack
Disney
into the
movie
TV.
or whatever.
No, that's not permitted to hack into the television.
They probably watch
knew
the
I got
Animal
confused.
Planet.
That's right, yeah, the Animal
Probably
Planet.
watch
Watch
Animal
it.
But
Planet.
you know the word that comes to mind, and this is a very popular word in our organization, is fun. When you walk in here, I see fun.
Right.
And that's something that you want to know your animals are having, right? I mean,
Right, absolutely.
Yep.
I'm going to bring you here, John.
I wouldn't mind staying here, honestly, because it looks very comfortable.
We do have limitations. I did have somebody ask if they could rent one of the VIP suites because it's $75 a night, like a hotel room. And they're like, can we stay there?
Yeah, why not?
And I was like, how do you feel about that, Devin?
I mean, look, you need a cot. You already got the television, right? A little
No,
cot.
dogs are way easier to take care of.
Dogs. I'm sure there's been nights that my wife would wish I'd come over here.
Or the next thing they'd be asking for is, well, where's my breakfast?
Yeah,
they'd
exactly.
they're so picky. They're so picky.
We got some milk bones here for you.
Yeah.
Hey, there's been people who've eaten them before, not realizing, right? You said something. If you don't mind me asking, Bonnie, you said, is this open 24/7, or is that just an expression you were using?
Oh, no, we literally have someone on staff here 24 hours a day,
Really?
7 days a week.
Wow.
The concept is that if you book a hotel room, you can go in, you could get to your hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they have their room reserved for you. You can go online and reserve it.
That's amazing.
And
The only thing I see that you're missing, I don't see a bellhop in case they have luggage.
she's back there, Becca. She's right back there hiding out.
Oh, okay. All right.
And believe it or not, pets do have luggage, don't they?
Really?
Devin?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
the
Yeah, we
toys?
have to
They're
make sure we
toys.
have
Are you
plenty of-
serious?
Yeah.
Their
we got
toys, their blankets.
Toys, blankets.
Yes.
I mean, we encourage
Yes.
all of it. Of course, we can provide those things as well with beds and blankets and things, and of course, bowls and all the essentials. But you would never realize how much a pet parent brings when they bring their dog or their cat to stay here. I mean, sometimes full-fledged crates they
It's
want also in
true.
there as well.
I was telling Bonnie earlier, we this is years before this was even open, or so we would have been here, of course. But in Titusville, we boarded our cat, and we came with her bed, her blankie, that kind of thing. And they want to each day they want to go in and clean. And that's what it was behind. They couldn't get in to clean it, and because she wouldn't allow them to take the blanket. It was hers. So when we got there, she's like, she wouldn't allow us. She's a very friendly cat. Belle, for the
Oh,
most part.
yeah. Belle's a friendly cat.
Real friendly. My dad would
Missing a
say
finger.
differently, but these animals have their own things, and it's like that because it reminds you of their owners, right?
Well, not only that, but it's the smells of home, so
Yes.
they feel they have that wonderful comfort level.
Yeah, we encourage it all the time for them to bring anything, whether it's a T-shirt or something that has your smell on it. I
Right.
mean, it does take a few days for any animal to acclimate into a new place. So that's why we built it the way that we did, so they could just feel comfortable as soon as they come in. And that 24 hours is something that's not offered anywhere else. I mean, you can literally check in and check out anytime that you need to. So usually we base it by a 24-hour stay. So if you come in Friday at 8 a.m., usually your checkout would be 8 a.m. on Sunday, but you can do that with an extended late checkout if you need to.
Now, do they have a continental breakfast?
We got a continental breakfast, lunch, and dinner
Can you
if it's
imagine that?
provided.
What would be on there? There'd be milk bones. There would be little like bacon strips.
Yeah, you got your bacon. Yeah,
Right?
you got
Like
it.
a little everything. I'd
That's
like
the
it.
biscuit side of the house, bed and biscuit.
Right,
Yes.
that's true.
We
And-
should set that up, get some pictures. That'd be pretty cool.
And the cats have the catnip, Give them the catnip.
Oh
with the-
my goodness, the catnip.
They can go crazy,
Yep.
which is a lot of fun. So let's get a little background on you, Teresa, and how you got involved in this, because your history doesn't include always taking care of dogs and cats. What led you to come here and do this passion?
Well, that word volunteer, it has a lot of opportunities. So any of you out there that have never volunteered, I encourage you to volunteer. Come to the Humane Society. But if you're volunteering, you may eventually find yourself in a position to do it for a living. And that is basically what happened to me. I started volunteering with the Humane Society in 1991.
Oh.
And I would go over and do events for them and sell calendars and T-shirts and play with the cats. And then they got me on to get on their board of directors, and I learned the ins and outs of how things went. And then in 2004, the executive director of 35 years had retired, and they needed somebody with a business sense to take over the helm. And I had a really great job at the Space Center for 30 years and found myself drawn to helping. So I accepted the challenge, and in a year and a half, we became a no-kill facility, and I've just grown it from there. I just believe that animals are part of our family and they should be treated as such, whether it's in adopting, training, caring for them, or when it's time to say goodbye. So for all intents and purposes, the Humane Society has become the beginning and end all for any of your pet care needs. The only thing missing was a place for them to stay while you were on vacation. So their staycation should be fun, and it should be like they're coming into the outside. And I don't believe that dogs are colorblind. I have no proof of that except the way I see them looking and responding when they walk into this building and they see the strangely green floor that looks like grass.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So Devin could probably tell you that sometimes they think they're outside and they make a little mess, but we
Get
have
the
plenty
hose.
of staff to help clean that up. So that just, if you follow your passion, you don't work a day in your life.
That's true.
And
That's
for
what we
me,
say.
for the last 18 years, I don't even know where the time went. It just seems like I just started yesterday. And
Well,
here I am.
you've been very good at getting the name out and the mission out in the community, because I don't think there's anybody that lives or works in this community that when they think of Brevard Humane Society, they think of Teresa Clifton. I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
you've been such
Without
a
question.
passionate person,
thank you for
passionate person for this mission and the things that you've done in the community. It's been really fantastic. This is just another great, and to hear that you left the Space Center for it. Wow.
It's time for Space Coast Trivia, where we get to test the knowledge of everyone on today's podcast and about random facts that we should know, and where the only prize is bragging rights. Space Coast Trivia is brought to you by Longboard's Tiki Beach Grill, located in beautiful Cocoa Beach, next to the Cocoa Beach Hilton. Learn more at longboardstiki.com.
Go to Longboard's Tiki Beach Grill and enjoy a casual, laid-back atmosphere under their covered tiki bar. We may be out there this Friday. Come check it out. With direct ocean access on their pool deck. Enjoy refreshing frozen drinks, enticing lunch specials, and a diverse menu of appetizers and entrees. Guys, they're open till midnight, weather permitting, of course. Kids menus are available, so don't be afraid to bring out the kiddos. And don't forget to join them for seasonal live entertainment on the weekends. All this and more at Longboard's Tiki Beach Grill in beautiful Cocoa Beach. All right there, Phil. What do you got for us today there, buddy?
All right, today's trivia is, Bonnie, what are we doing?
It has to be about animals.
Dogs and cats.
Dogs and
right.
cats, yeah.
All right.
I
So
have a shot.
put the scoreboard up here. All right, so I have Team Bed and Biscuit versus Team 321.
Okay.
All right, so I have a few multiple choice questions here. You don't have to blurt the answer out. You guys need to pick what your answer is as a team. Same with it. Okay?
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
We're going to do it.
Okay, first question.
Winner gets a milk bone.
Yeah. What is the average lifespan of a dog? Is it 5 to 8 years, 10 to 13 years, or 13 to 17 years? Team 321.
B.
What do you think?
I'm going to say the
B.
second one, 10 to 13.
Yeah.
All right, Team Bed and Biscuit.
We're going to go with B.
You both will be correct.
That's based on experience
All
right
right.
there.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Question number 2. How many breeds of dogs are there worldwide?
Oh, my gosh.
Do we have 200? Do we have 400? Or do we have 800? Team 321. What do you think?
I'm saying 800. I think there's a lot of dogs out there. I think there are. I could be
Does
way wrong
does
here.
that include mixed breeds? Like, you're talking like
You
mixed
talking
breeds too?
thoroughbreds or mixed breeds?
Yeah.
Or what are you talking
Are you
about?
saying
Well,
AKC?
dogtrivia.com. This is what the answer
Yeah.
that they gave me.
Oh,
Really? Okay,
Where
then-
was it again, real quick?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Well, if-
Dogtrivia.com.
If that's the case, then we'd have to go with a lot.
I've seen books.
Yeah.
I don't actually read books, but I see books. No, but I don't know. I open them.
Don't tell us your problems.
No,
Just
no.
tell us what you think the answer
Yeah,
is.
let's
Yeah.
get the answer. Okay?
I feel like I've seen upwards in the ballpark of 800. So
Yeah,
I
me
okay.
too. I'm gonna.
What do you guys think?
I think we're going to go with 800 as well.
It's 400.
I knew it.
Oh, but then
See?
that
You
means
knew it.
If you sell the confidence,
Yeah, I know.
I knew it.
Okay, that just means that they don't recognize any of the breeds that are not recognized by the AKC.
Correct.
Okay.
That would
So,
be-
so what
we
you're
were
saying
right.
is
Teresa
it could
said
be
we were
more
right.
than the
There
400,
there
right?
probably are more, but you
Right.
know, honestly, a golden doodle is not a breed; it's a mixed breed.
Right. See, that's why I
But we
said
were
the
probably all including
Yes.
that.
exactly.
So
We are.
we all get a
Okay.
point for that one, right?
Yes.
Right? All right. So we're 100%.
Sure.
And I do think those golden doodles are adorable. Okay.
All right, question number 3. Which is the smallest dog breed? Chihuahua, Jack Russell Terrier, or Pomeranian? Team 3, 2, 1.
Isn't it a Chihuahua?
Chihuahua.
I would say Chihuahua.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You guys will both be correct. All right, we got a tie
Chihuahua.
game. All right, so that's it
Okay.
for the dogs. Now we're on to the cats.
Okay.
Meow. All right.
9 lives.
Got it. Good answer.
Okay. All cats are born with what color eyes? Blue, black, or gray?
I know. I think.
Isn't it blue?
Gray.
Oh, you're saying gray?
I'm going with gray.
All right. Gray.
Go with blue. Yeah.
We're gonna go with blue.
One of you is correct.
It's gray.
It's blue.
Damn.
John, no more. No more of your guesses.
Oh yeah. It wasn't a guess. I'm a cat owner.
Now they are all born with blue eyes, but some of them they change.
They changed, yeah.
All right. Okay, so this is another breed question here. How many breeds of domestic cat are there worldwide? Do we have 70, 140, or 280?
70.
Don't look at me. I'm not allowed
I'm
to
going to
answer.
say 140.
140? Do y'all agree with him? I said Bonnie's had a different answer.
That's
So
okay. No, I'm gonna.
I'm the
I'm gonna-
tiebreaker, huh?
I'll go.
Let's go with Bonnie. Let's go with Bonnie. She's the host. Let's go with her.
That means he doesn't really know. He's
Uh-oh.
a 70.
What are you guys
I
thinking?
I did say domestic.
Oh,
So d-
domestic. We'll do the 140.
Yeah, we'll go 140.
One of you is correct again.
What did y'all pick?
I said 70, and he's looking at you, so I have a feeling you're right because he didn't look at
Bonnie
me. I'm
is
right?
correct.
All
with
right, we got it. All right,
Bonnie.
we got it.
This is
Okay.
a tie
Oh
game.
my goodness, this
we
is
have
fun.
3 to
This
3.
is fun.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Last question. And for all the kibble,
Oh, the kill.
all right.
Arf, and meow.
Which country has more cats per person than any country in the world? Is it USA? Is it Canada? Or is it New Zealand? Team 3, 2, 1.
Wow, that's
Wow.
more cats than people.
Yep.
It's like they have a big feral cat problem, is what you're saying?
Lord.
Could be.
Well, okay, so Canada, U.S.,
Or
and
New
New
Zealand.
It's
Zealand.
not the U.S.
I don't think
Can't
it's going to be
the US.
Canada either, honestly.
New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't think Canada. I feel like Canada would have that under
Too cold.
better
Too
control.
cold.
Too cold in New Zealand?
Cats. It wouldn't go Canada. No, it's too cold in Canada.
So if we're using a deductive reasoning, it would be New Zealand, right?
Well, the only was okay. I was going to say New Zealand, but Wayne,
Okay, no.
You know,
Let's
okay.
go with New Zealand.
That's what we're
I
saying.
agree with you.
He's agreeing with you. He's
I'm
saying
agreeing.
you
they
agree-
wouldn't go to Canada. It's too cold. I just don't think. I don't see
love it.
Canada. I don't
It's
love
not
it.
here. And we wouldn't go to. It wouldn't be Canada. So I say New Zealand.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you guys say?
New Zealand.
So this is the first time ever that we've had a tie game.
Oh my gosh!
That would end in a tie.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Okay.
It's all
We
good. It's
sure
all
do.
good.
Unless you have one more, we can just blurt out real
But
fast.
we learned something, so that's it's
Well, it
good
just
to know.
goes to show you the
was
world's
all I
not
had.
going to cats and dogs.
It's all good. It's all good.
That was a really fun game.
That was
job,
that was
Yeah,
good.
it was.
Congratulations and thank you very
Good job
much.
topping our answers, guys. Good job.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back and talk about some of the themed rooms that you have. If you could describe them, because they fit so much into what the Space Coast is all about. So, can you tell us about those themed rooms?
Well, originally my thought was we should have places for the pets to go. So people that go on vacation, they're going to Paris and they're going to Rome. And I was going to do that with the rooms. And we have 5 rooms. And then my good friend Bonnie King says, you should focus on the Space Coast. So what do people come to the Space Coast for? So that's when I came up with the cruise room for the port.
With
And-
little portholes,
Of
which is
course.
adorable, just adorable.
cool.
And then of
You
course,
actually feel like you're in a room. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
and then you have the Indian River Lagoon, because that is major for people coming here, tourism. And then of course Brevard Zoo. I mean, it is I think it's world known now because it was one of our
Yes.
little projects when I was very young. And next to that, of course, we have space. You can't talk about the Space Coast without having a space room, and people do request. And then, of course, the beaches, because we have 70 some odd miles of beach, so we have the beach room. So those are the 5 things that fit perfectly. Thank you for that idea, Bonnie, because I'm not all that creative.
Sounds like she's a heck of a confidant over there. Hey. You got any other business ideas, Bonnie?
Right? Give her a glass of wine. Let's talk.
It's all good. So those are the 5 VIP rooms that also have the doggy door that goes out to their own patio. And if they want to go out and sun themselves, they can do that. And then in addition, there's TV. So if they want to watch the Animal Channel or, check out the latest movie, they can watch TV.
What do dogs and cats like to watch? What do
I think they like the Animal Channel,
So
don't you?
typically for the themed room, we actually have themed music on the TV as well.
Really?
So with the beach, you're hearing waves. In
Yeah.
space,
Oh,
you
that's
have that
nice.
very
3, 2, 1,
yeah.
lift off. Yeah.
You gotta have that ambience of space
So
and everything. As well.
cool.
Lagoon is like running water. And
Yes.
of course, we can have other things upon request, but it just really kind of gives almost like static noises for a newborn baby. It just really is there to keep you calm.
I love it.
I had a
love
dog
it.
that just watched Judge Judy. That was his favorite show.
Your dog?
Yeah, with the dog I had. She just watched Judge Judy.
And it is amazing how they will actually watch.
Yeah, that's
because
the only show he was
my dog Scooby, before he went to the Rainbow Bridge or whatever they call that.
That's it.
He would watch, but whenever a dog would come on television,
Yes.
he had his blanket and he'd grab it and shake it. Like he was literally just hanging out watching TV all day. I'm like, what a life.
Well, it's like that commercial. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's a pest commercial. The first time I saw it, I was freaking out because it's like a roach that runs across the screen. My cat runs up there trying to get it, and I'm like,
no, stop doing
but
that.
it's not real, But yeah, they
Is
do.
it-
We have a video of a fish tank.
Yeah.
That sometimes I'll put on at my house, and my cats will go up there, and they're just like trying to get that
those
fish.
fish.
Do you ever see the TikTok filter with the spider that goes over your face?
Yes, and the guy is
They're like
he's hitting
smacking each
himself.
other.
So funny.
Funny.
So
Yeah.
funny. But no, the themed rooms are really, really cool. I mean, you've done a great job. And then, of course, you have you've named the other ones. You have a standard room.
Yeah, we have a junior suite, which is the least expensive, and then we have your standard
Right.
room, and then you have your
Deluxe.
the deluxe suites.
Right.
They have a smaller little patio, and they don't have a TV or a camera for you to watch them. And then, of course, the VIP suites. And as you go up with luxury, as luxury is, you pay for the amenities. I would like to say, we'll take the dogs out a couple times a day, but that would be a lie because they play with them all the time.
Right.
Because we have staff here, and that's pretty much their job is to
How great is
entertain.
that?
And as Devin will tell you, there's only animal lovers here, so they have that passion, and they are never bored.
No,
They're never bored.
Well, we went back. We took a tour before we started, and we met Cowboy. He's a husky. First off, beautiful dog, beautiful eyes, and he looked very happy. Honestly, he was just like, "Hey, people," and you could tell that he's been playing
He
with a
was
lot.
just looking at you.
Yeah, like, wow, I
He
look
was
better
laughing.
than this guy. I look better than this guy.
He
Yeah.
wasn't happy. He was just laughing at you.
Well, there's
That's what
only
he's
so much
doing.
I can handle. You made me. What
the
the hell?
one thing I noticed that you're trying to do is to make sure that your dogs and cats have the same amenities that visitors actually have when they come here. And as you mentioned earlier, we've got 72 miles of beaches here, and a portion of those are closed optional beaches. So does your dogs and cats have fur optional places here?
If you can find them without the hair and the fur, then go for it.
I just think it's great that I know in discussing how to name the rooms, we based it on hotels. Like if you check into a hotel, you get a VIP room, you can get a deluxe room, so we named it after, I remember going through that because some of the names that you would come up, we went, ooh, you don't want to use that in hotel lingo. No, you want to use this. So kudos to you for that. But let's get into also that you offer more than like boarding or whatever. As the Humane Society, you have a chapel. I'd like to talk
chapel?
about the chapel, and I'd also like to talk about the vet needs as well. So if you could tell us about that, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Our Heavenly Paws Chapel has been I'll say a godsend for people who, particularly the empty nesters, their pet becomes their family member. And in some instances, it's the only I want to say person, the only other entity they have, with them. And when they pass away, they, deserve to have, a dignified goodbye. And our chapel serves that purpose. People can come in and utilize our little chapel to have that little goodbye to their little friend.
Now, is that chapel, is that denominational? I mean, do you have Catholic cats or Jewish cats?
Well, we follow St. Francis of Assisi. He's the caretaker of all creatures great and small. I was told that he is a Catholic deity, but I have yet to find any denomination that a cat or a dog belongs to. They just I think it's the love denomination.
I think you and I were probably the only ones. We were sitting there going, wedding for.
Yes, that's
when he looked at it and he goes, oh, I was like, okay, I'm not the only idiot in the room then.
No,
So-
you are not an idiot, because I
What?
have
Wait a
rented the space out for weddings. We've done doggy birthday parties.
Wow.
We've had celebrations
That's
there.
great.
We do the blessing of the animals every October 4th in honor of St. Francis feast day, and the purpose of the chapel is to give reverence to celebration of life for our four-legged family members.
Yep.
And it really has been very endearing to me to see people that they can go through some mental crisis when they lose a loved one,
very tough.
whether it's a person or a pet. And so it's nice to see them get comfort there.
And there's little special rooms here, I'm sure, for counseling for these precious little fur
Of
babies
Of course.
to be taken care of. I love it. I love it.
Yes. And of course, anything that the Humane Society does is focused on the animals in our care, and people, they give us donations, to utilize those
Right.
services, and we use that money to take care of the animals that are still looking for their forever home. And if someone, we're here at the, Bed and Biscuit, and they inquire about other services that we have all of that information here as well.
Right. Same thing with like spaying and neutering, and you have vet services as well.
Absolutely. We have it's on the low cost side for vet care. We only do wellness and spay and neuter. We have a great relationship with the veterinary community, and we refer people, depending on what their needs are, to our vet partners. We focus on making it of a lower cost so that your pet stays healthy, and it's more affordable for people that are on a fixed income.
It's great.
Great.
We also do the Forever Friend, the spay neuter tag, which I promote and hope everybody would buy the spay neuter tag, because in the state of Florida, the Forever Friends give out $25,000 grants, and we have been blessed every other year to get that grant to do free cat spay neuters, and this year we've applied for the Snip a Pit pet, so
Ouch.
that if you have a pit bulldog or mix, we will do them spay or neuter for free to help reduce those pet overpopulation problems.
Excellent.
And what-
Fantastic.
and-
The next thing I want to talk about, I want to hear about, is the dog surfing lessons.
Yes.
But first, 3 Things You Need to Know is brought to you by Beachside Hotel and Suites, where you're always steps away from the sand and only minutes from Port Canaveral. Check them out at beachsidehotelscocobeach.com. John, why don't you tell our listeners about the types of amenities they can enjoy when they stay at Beachside Hotel and Suites?
Sure thing, Pop. When making your reservations at Beachside Hotel Cocoa Beach, choose from several available specials for big savings. Once you check in, enjoy a $6 million renovated property. It's absolutely gorgeous, complete with a heated lazy river so you can relax and really enjoy your vacation. Check out Duck Dive Bar and Grill. See, they have the animal theme going there too. Duck Dive Bar and Grill. That's fun, retro poolside bar with locally inspired cocktails to keep you cool. There's all sorts of entertainment on the weekends, such as game night, mermaid meet and greet, and a lazy river and movie at dusk. So there's always something going on. And best of all, during your stay, you just might see a rocket launch, which we've got one today, matter of fact. The Space Coast is the only beach that doubles as a launch pad. Only here can you enjoy a relaxing beach day and watch a rocket launch. Make your reservation now at beachsidehotelcocobeach.com. And now it's time to find out 3 things we need to know about our guests here at the Bed and Biscuit.
Oh boy, this is
So
it.
we got to hear something. Give us
Yeah.
something. Well, Devin, I know you have an announcement to make. You can tell us about.
Oh.
You can tell us about your new baby.
That beauty that came a month ago? Yes.
Yes.
I have a beautiful baby girl that I just had. I didn't have it. My wife had it.
It's a team effort. It's a team effort.
It's a team effort, yeah, 1 month ago. So her name is Emery. So I just had a brand
Beautiful
new baby
name.
girl.
Emery
Emery Celine Angelito.
Isn't that great? I love that.
You know, because now he told us earlier you have 3 children, right?
I do.
So you have 1 girl and 2 boys?
I do.
And you know how I know that's true? You still have all your hair. If it was backwards, it would be gone.
Exactly. Exactly. You're right.
Awesome.
Okay, so
Teresa.
what?
One fact.
That's a fact.
I just celebrated my 63rd birthday in
Wow.
Egypt for 2 weeks.
In Egypt.
In Egypt. Wow.
Yes, and I highly recommend if you've never been to see the pyramids and the Valley of the Kings and all of the monuments. It is amazing. They're 4,000 years old, and the paint. I don't know how my house paint only lasts 10 years, but that paint in the walls is 4,000 years old.
I think
It
it's
is
strategic.
amazing. But yes, it was a fabulous trip. You should go in groups because Egypt is kind of
Go in groups.
different than the United States, but because they don't speak English either. But it was a lot of fun. We did a lot of walking, and there's a lot of history there. And they take great care of the pyramids and the Sphinx and all of the.
That's good.
It's just the amenities were just fabulous.
Did you walk like an Egyptian, though, was the
I
question.
did. I think if
right.
my sister took a picture of it, she went with me.
Egyptian. Have the music going.
It's all good. It's all good. Devin, anything else that you want to share?
Any other kids
that
on the
you
way?
that you can share.
Fun fact about the Bed and Biscuit is since we've been open officially since September, since January, we've had no day where we've had no animals here. We've had an animal here every day since January 1st. So
It's great. It means the cause is being,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
I know I was here one time, and there was this lady. She was so sweet. She came in, and she just brought her dog for the day. I guess
Yeah.
I think she was going shopping or something. And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
she didn't want to leave the dog at home.
That's actually
so,
a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was I thought it was very sweet.
We have a lot of people come out of state that just want to see the Space Center. They want to go visit the beach and things. And sometimes with, hotel parameters, actual hotels, you got to check out at certain times and things. So they just need them just for a few hours to be here. And we're always ready to accommodate.
That's an amazing
That's a
idea.
huge thing, a huge mark. You talk about the people that do a stay, like Orlando. They're out here for the day. They do day trips, right?
Right.
But they don't want to leave their animal because, look, I'm going to be gone for 8 hours, 9 hours. Who's going to let the dog out? So those of you that are listening in Orlando. Oh, yeah. I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Yeah, you did it, John.
So when they're coming over from Orlando, though, guys, those of you are listening, this is the type of place. That's a great idea. I never even thought about that. I ain't got to worry about. I got no neighbor. I got inconvenience this person. Bring them here at the Bed and Biscuit. Let them have fun while you have fun.
I didn't even
know.
think about that. That's amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
going to start.
I'm going to have to do
your
that with
next-
John. I'm going to
That's
leave
right.
John here one day.
He's in good hands.
We
in
said
good hands.
no humans.
I'm
No,
part dog.
you can't
I'm part dog.
Hey,
Don't worry.
speaking of humans, we're a big surfing place here, and now not only do we do surfing with humans, but our big deal that you've organized is the dog surfing. So that's coming up. So let's hear about that.
Yeah.
Sure. It is actually next Sunday, Easter Sunday. This will be our 10th anniversary of the East Coast Dog Surfing Festival. And we already have a great lineup. Lily, the champ from last year, is coming to fight to retain her title.
Very good.
And
What
she
kind of
has-
breed is Lily?
She's got 4 contenders. Lily is a cream-colored lab, I think.
I
Kind of a
love
lab.
Oh, yeah, we love
a cream
labs.
colored lab, not a yellow, but a cream one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that before.
Creamy yellow.
Creamy yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow lab.
Yeah.
Pretty.
But she's coming up from the Hobe Sound area, and she's determined to keep that title. So we'll see. She's got 4 contenders that have signed up to try
Compete,
and
yes.
take that title from her.
It's so fun. And also during that time, there's dog surfing lessons that you have.
Yeah, the day it kicks off, 9 o'clock, we do a bunny paddle out. We give out Easter bunny ears, and surfers go out and do a paddle out with the morning blessing, because it is Easter Sunday. And then at 10 o'clock, we do a best Easter outfit for pets. so that people that aren't surfing can have an activity. We do that at 10. And then from 10 to 4, we do dog surf lessons. It's only $10 if you want to see if your dog would like to do it. We have trained people that have a nice long board that they can go and try it on. Animals are like people. They will let you know right away whether they like it or not.
I'm just amazed at how many dogs really like it. They get on that board and they're walking around the board as it's doing its thing.
It is amazing. You know, when I first heard about it 10 years ago, I was like, oh, I have to go to the beach and see a dog doing it to make sure that are they Velcro strapping this dog on or what?
Great idea. Bad idea.
Yeah,
bad idea.
no. But they love it. So yeah, then at noontime we do the surf championships, and at 1:30 we're having a doggy bikini contest.
Oh, wow.
There's some real bow wows there, huh?
Yeah.
Doggy bikini. That is so cute.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. The day should just go wonderfully, and then of course we'll have some food trucks out, and
there
we got
there you go.
Got a little
You
bar
got Phil on
going
board.
on
Phil's
the
there.
beach,
Yeah.
So,
Phil's there.
And we invite the public to come out and bring their dogs. It's a $5 donation to the Humane Society to bring your dog on the beach, and you must have proof of rabies vaccination, and the dogs must have a collar and a leash. I know there's lots of people that say, oh, my dog will stay right with me, but the law, I can't get around the law. You have to have your dog on leash. Now, when they're going out in the water, they can be off leash. But when they're walking on the beach, they have to be leashed. So
I think these dogs all look forward to the events that you do, because you also have, different events in Cocoa, I know, where you have dog contests, look-alike contests, costume contests, etc.
Look-alike contest. That's awesome.
Let me tell
Bonnie
you.
has judged
Let me tell you, those look-alikes, amazing how a dog can look like their owner.
Or vice versa.
Or the owner, vice versa. But it is amazing. You kind of do a double take and go,
That's
yeah,
fun.
I can tell you guys are related.
Is that something that's polite to tell a female necessarily? Like, man, you look just like your dog. Like, is that?
Yeah,
I feel like I get in trouble on that one.
You need to get a good-looking dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
You don't want to get a bow wow, because then you're...
like, I learned never to ask a woman if she's pregnant, because that'll only backfire on you.
That's right.
But
I stay away from that one.
So I don't know, like, how I could say, man, you look just like that dog over there. Like, no, it's a compliment, really. I mean,
Well, in the animal world, that is a huge compliment.
Really?
To an animal
Okay.
lover. Oh yeah, it's you look like your dog looks like you. That's like a huge compliment. So.
gotcha.
So
All right.
dog surfing, obviously dog surfing is coming up, but also you also do an annual event, the Tucks and Tails.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that, because that's a pretty cool event as well.
This year is our 70th anniversary. So our Tuxes and Tails Gala is on August 27th, and it's at the Space Coast Convention Center again. And we invite the public to come out. It's $100 to bring your dog. It's $150 a couple for tickets. It is our major fundraiser. The last few years, with the exception of 2020 that we won't talk about, we've raised a little over $100,000 at the event, which
Can you
is
imagine?
much needed.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
We max out at 300 people, and so if you are interested in attending, you should get your tickets early, because this isn't a sales pitch. It seriously does sell out.
We have a great community here. I mean, honestly, we really do. And there's a great cause. They get behind it. And this is a great cause, obviously.
And this year I'm putting together some really cool stuff, because it's our 70th anniversary. So we do have the normal setup. The sheriff's going to come out and do the live auction again, which he's really good at.
He's very good at that.
And
Yes, he is.
We're really blessed to have a sheriff that cares so much about our community.
It's a live auction. Is it kind of like, when they have men get up and for dates and stuff? Like, no, seriously, like I said.
Oh, yeah. He probably he'll auction off whatever you give him.
Really?
He
Awesome.
auctions off this awesome thing called a ride along. And last year, one of our benefactors got a ride along and invited me and a guest to go with them. I'd never done it before.
I was
oh
the
my
guest.
Gosh. So, of course,
Bonnie
I
and
asked Bonnie if
Teresa.
she wants to go with me. They took us up in a helicopter.
It was
Nice.
so
It was
fun.
so amazing. I feel more comfortable knowing that the sheriff has eyes in the sky as well as on the ground,
Yeah.
because no one in Brevard County can hide from that.
Right.
You are not hiding from the sheriff. You will be caught, so you should just not do anything.
Oh, they got
bad.
infrared and everything. I mean,
Yeah,
really.
Oh, yeah.
It was, it was quite insightful, and they are very organized and it was very well done. We were all so impressed. It's something that we still talk about, but that's just one of the things that he generously auctions off to raise money for our organization for the homeless animals.
He's a great. And I'll just share this, and if it comes out right. But when we did it, we got shirts that the sheriff's department wears, and that we were given a complimentary shirt. And we were in the sheriff's car, and I accidentally left my shirt in the back of his car.
The donated shirt.
The donated shirt. Yeah, the donated shirt. So, but when I got home and I realized I left it, I wrote an email quick to our sheriff, and I just said, "Hey, Sheriff, did I leave my shirt in the back of your car?" And
then his wife emailed me.
So when and then I just sent it. But then when I reread what I read, I went, "Oh my God, that sounds terrible." So I immediately wrote to him and said, "That didn't sound right." Yeah, and then I said, "The shirt, the donated shirt, the police shirt, I left it. Didn't have it." He wrote back and he just said, "Hey, I'm just laughing. I won't say what he said, but he
all
said
of a sudden
he's
you
laughing.
hear ding dong. Like, oh,
Yeah, Anyway, but that was so cool. So I mean, and again, it just shows also the camaraderie and the relationships that you have with all the community, including our sheriff's department, because they're very obviously they handle. The county humane, the county services or whatever, but how you guys all work together, which is so good.
And that's what makes it work. He runs animal services and the county facility on O'Galley Boulevard in Melbourne, and he turned it into a no-kill as well, which is super awesome. And I want to say we were a part of helping him get his dog Junie.
What a great dog.
To be,
yes.
He won the sheriff's dog contest, which is super awesome because Junie's 8 years old now.
He's a big boy.
So, yeah, he's a big slobbery boy.
He's not going to be one of the surfers, I take it. He is not going to be one
Junie's
of the
like me. He would sink.
Yeah, Junie's not a surfer.
Oh, my gosh.
But he is a great ambassador for the sheriff's department for animals. And I love it every time I see the sheriff walk an animal abuser into jail. I love it because
rightfully so.
It's been a long time coming to have someone stand up for them, and it's not something that the Humane Society could do, but I certainly can report it, and then they can.
Yeah, so tell us your website, how they can look at some pictures of what these rooms look like, and how the great facilities and the great services that you offer. So where do they go?
Well, everyone can always go to brevardhumanesociety.org and see all of our stuff. That we're doing, all of our events, all of our opportunities. There is a link to the Bed and Biscuit, but the Bed and Biscuit has its own website, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can actually just go to the bedandbiscuit.org, and you can actually book your reservation through the website.
Perfect.
So we get to see that. We see everything, all the details. All we just need is just some proof of some vaccinations. So, of course, we require rabies, distemper, and bordetella being up to date. Once we get that proof, you guys are all set, and then you can just come check in whenever you're ready, and we just take it from there.
I love that.
Is this on TripAdvisor?
No.
Oh, that would be,
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, start writing some of that
absolutely.
stuff, and then people will put in their
Reviews.
2 cents and their reviews.
What a great idea.
Absolutely.
And I want to reiterate what you said earlier, and tell me if I'm wrong again, because I guess I have a hard time believing this. It's 24-hour, 24/7. So
24/7.
So because again, if somebody that's had to board animals in the past, it's like, okay, I get off of work at this time, and it has to be over here. So if I got here at 7, 8 o'clock, and I had to check in, there's somebody here to.
Absolutely.
That is for. Traveling, that's so important.
And, the 528, the beeline right here, people are getting off of flights, and your flight gets delayed. It happens all the time. And we have somebody here that can check you and check you out anytime that you need to. It's just, you can't find that anywhere else. It's just unmatched. So.
And now, your favorite part of our podcast, Space Coast Fun Guide's Deal of the Week, where we always give you the most fun coupons in the Space Coast. Space Coast Fun Guide Deal of the Week is brought to you by Space Coast Fun Guide and SpaceCoastFunGuide.com, where you'll learn what there is to do, what there is to see, and where to do it. John, what's our exciting Deal of the Week today?
Guys, this week's Deal of the Week is brought to you by Merritt Square Mall, located in Merritt Island, where we are today. Guys, they have fabulous dining such as Margarita Island, Bonefish Grill, and Outback Steakhouse for you steak lovers. A big selection of shopping. They got Macy's, Bath & Body Works, where you'll find me every weekend, Dillard's, and my favorite, Victoria's Secret. They got tons of entertainment, including a CMX Theater 16, an IMAX Theater, so you can go shopping, you can go eat, and then you can watch a movie with the friends and family. family. Today's coupon entitles you to a free gift. Just bring the coupon to the mall office. It's outside between Books A Million and Macy's. They've always got something fun. They used to have a tote bag that people loved. So go bring the coupon there. Before you arrive at the Space Coast, log on to spacecoastfunguide.com and print your coupon at Merritt Square Mall right off our website. Or, once you arrive to the Space Coast, pick up the Space Coast Fun Guide at almost every major accommodation or attraction and redeem your coupon right from our printed visitor guide. And remember, when you're looking for fun in the Space Coast, make sure to refer to Space Coast Fun Guide and spacecoastfunguide.com for what to do and where to do it.
Does your wife know you wear this stuff from Victoria's Secret?
I buy her this stuff from
He
Victoria's
buys her this stuff.
You said it was your favorite store.
such
It
a-
is my favorite store.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Thank you both for being with us today and sharing this wonderful place and just the services that you offer and that you do with passion and love and that everybody that works here just loves what they do. And that's good. That's what we want to hear. You do a great job and we thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So now next week, we're going to talk about the Melbourne Art Festival that's coming to Wickham Park, and that's going to be April 22nd and 23rd. A lot of people plan their vacations around what is happening in special events on the Space Coast, and the art festival is very big, and our organizer who does that event is Johanna Gant, and she's going to be here to tell us all about the artists and what you can see, and it's a great place to go to start your Christmas shopping.
Oh, you're looking right over here, aren't you? All
Yeah,
right.
you know, yes, I am.
I'll get
I'm
rolling.
looking there. So, yeah, we look forward to it. So, again, thank you guys very much, and we will see you next week.
That's a wrap.